Now, if El Capitan has to take a more running approach, Connor Russa had a big game against West Hills last year with 143 yards in their 24-17 win at West Hills. West Hills, they've done a great job as well. Despite their 2 league losses now, they're fighting for that playoff spot. Jordan Young has looked great at quarterback. He's accounted for 15 of West Hills' 20 offensive touchdowns. I've got El Capitan winning this one at homecoming by a point. The battle for the Hamashaw helmet as Valhalla visits Steel Canyon. The Norsemen have had possession of the Hamashaw helmet for the last 5 years, including a 21-14 win last year. What a great game it was. Valhalla forced a fumble on 4th and goal at the 1-yard line, then turned around and went on a 10-play drive to score with about 6.5 minutes to go in the game. They held on for the 21-14 win. Seniors that were in that game for Valhalla back this year, of course, Brian Madriz, the quarterback, defensive stalwarts, Ty Shimke, Josh McNiss-Hyder, and Jace Manning. The Cougars, meanwhile, are on the edge of the top 20 for the first time in a while, and they're in line for a first-round home game in the playoffs. As long as they win their games, they're supposed to win like this one here. Want to also mention Balone Martinez. He scored his first touchdown last week on a touchdown reception from Thomas Fishburne. I've got Steel Canyon winning this one by 2 touchdowns, taking the Hamashaw helmet back down Campo Road. Okay, now El Cajon Valley and Santana in a Grossmont Valley League game. Both these teams are battling for a playoff spot in their respective divisions. El Cajon Valley, of course, is in Division 4. They're currently in 11th. Santana's in Division 3. They're currently in 11th. Santana's lost 3 straight. They're off their bye. But next week they play at Mount Miguel. They're going to be an underdog. If they win that game, they're probably in the playoffs. El Cajon Valley is probably resigned to fate as far as their playoff chances are concerned. They still could sneak in even if they don't win this game here. Now, with Granite Hills next for the Braves, this is the Braves' most competitive remaining game, so they're going to likely give a great effort at Santana. I've got Santana winning this one by 4 scores. Christian is going up against Scripps Ranch after last week Lincoln manhandled the Patriots over at Valley Stadium, limiting them to just 7 points in a 20-7 victory for the Hornets in a big league game showdown that took Christian out of contention in the Eastern League. But this week they're playing at Scripps Ranch. Scripps Ranch is just 1-7, so Christian can start racking up some numbers and get a victory here and build their confidence for the playoffs. They still have some big games left, including next week's game against Point Loma. Christian has to prove that it can win games against higher ranked teams, so they're going to get that one last chance to make a big statement and build their confidence for the playoffs. Jeremiah and the Patriots still have some milestones to achieve, so Brad hopefully can get some passing touchdowns going with that wide open offense, get things back on track in time for the postseason. I've got Christian winning this one by 4 touchdowns. Orange Glen is going to be visiting Mountain Empire this week. The Redhawks won at homecoming last week, 31-0 over Calipatria. Expect they should win this final home game. Orange Glen's had a tough season. They're coming in 1-7. How about Wyatt Aguilar? Wyatt was the homecoming king last week for Mountain Empire, and he also scored 7 points in the game, including kicking a field goal and 4 extra points. Make no mistake, Mountain Empire Division 5 is an 8-team playoff, so right now Mountain Empire is well out of the postseason picture. However, next week Mountain Empire plays number 1 seed Vincent Memorial, a big upset there, and who knows how high they could jump. Still, that's going to be a tough game. I like Mountain Empire, though, to win this one by 10 points. An 8-man game over at Sayal Field on Thursday night at 7 p.m. This one will match 2 of the top 4 8-man teams in the county. The Foothills Christian Knights, the defending 8-man champion, goes up against San Diego Jewish Academy. Right now, San Diego Jewish Academy is the 4th-ranked team, and Foothills Christian is the 3rd-ranked team. They've actually fallen behind Julian, who's moved up into 2nd. Still, this is one of the quote-unquote other important games of the season in that league because it's only a 3-team league. San Diego Jewish Academy, Foothills Christian, and Calvin Christian, which is Foothills Christian's rival. This one's going to be a pretty tough game. San Diego Jewish Academy lost the game to Calvin last week, so they have a league loss. Foothills Christian needs to win this game so they can get their matchup with Calvin for the league title. All these teams will play again in the playoffs. I've got Foothills Christian winning this one by a touchdown. All right, guys, that's it from here in Lakeside. Can't wait to see you guys next week. We'll get everything together. Until then, good night.